The NTT IndyCar Series returned from their summer break to race on the streets of Nashville, Tennessee for the inaugural Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. The race was held on August 8th, 2021. This is race 11 of the 16-race 2021 season of the NTT IndyCar Series. On Friday practice, the track was described by the drivers as bumpy, but very unique with the drive over the Korean War Veterans Memorial Bridge, as well as a tight, tricky section between turns 4 and 8. The cars were topping around 180 miles per hour as they drove over the longer part of the side of the bridge. Coming into this race, Alex Palou leads the championship with 384 points over Pato O'Ward in second. During qualifying, Colton Herta would win the pole position. Alex Palou qualified in second, but would have a 6th place grid penalty for an unauthorized engine change. On race day, the race start went clean. No one really crashed into each other. Until the end of the lap into lap 2, Dalton Kellett would experience an engine stall to his car, causing a caution period. The race would restart on lap 5, and on that restart, Marcus Ericsson would mistime the start of the race, and he would speed up and ram in the back of Sebastian Bourdais, causing Ericsson's car to go up in the air in a very spectacular crash. Sebastian Bourdais would have to retire his car due to damage, but Marcus Ericsson, although being airborne, would manage to continue to race. Another caution period would come out for this incident, and for the majority of the race, that's what it was. There was a lot of caution periods with drivers trying to pass each other and spinning each other out. Drivers just spinning out, coming out of the corners. In a very bumpy street circuit, there would be a blockage of cars during the race. That blockage would cause a red flag period, and then some more incidences on track. This race was full of caution periods. But with all the caution periods, it caused a mix of strategies with the drivers and teams throughout the race. Colton Herta, who was fast all weekend, managed to lead the majority of the race. In the last half of the race, we would see more racing as there was less caution periods during the last half of the race. With the mix of strategies, Marcus Ericsson, who was in that lap 5 crash with Sebastian Bourdais, his car getting airborne, is leading the race, with Colton Herta in second. From the last pit stop, Marcus Ericsson pitted earlier than Colton Herta, where Ericsson had to deal with fuel saving, as well as saving the tires. But all in that last half, Colton Herta was challenging Marcus Ericsson for the lead and the win. As the race was winding down in laps, Marcus Ericsson had to go into fuel save mode, which with Colton Herta within a second throughout that last part of the race made a very challenging effort to get past Marcus Ericsson. But Marcus Ericsson would continue to hold off the attack from Colton Herta. With 6 laps to go, Colton Herta would continually push to try to catch and pass Marcus Ericsson for the win. Going into turn 9, he would crash out as he pushed a little too hard. A red flag period would come out for this incident. Since it's so close to the finish, they want the race to finish on the green. Once everything was cleaned up, they returned to racing with 2 laps to go, with Marcus Ericsson leading, with his teammate Scott Dixon in second, and James Hinchcliffe would be in third. With enough fuel saved and that final caution period, Marcus Ericsson was able to survive in the end and win the inaugural Big Machine Music City Grand Prix. Scott Dixon finished in second, and James Hinchcliffe finished in third. This is Marcus Ericsson's second career win in the IndyCar Series. In the championship point standings after the Music City Grand Prix, Alex Palou still leads the championship with 410 points by finishing in 7th place for the Music City Grand Prix. Dixon, who finished in second, moves to second in the points championship, 42 points behind Alex Palou. With that, Patricio O'Ward moved down to third in the point standings, 48 points behind. What a race it was. Despite all the cautions, the Music City Grand Prix was very exciting to watch. And what a comeback win for Marcus Ericsson. Next week, on Saturday, the IndyCar Series races again this time with NASCAR, as once again, IndyCar and NASCAR race on the same weekend on the same track together, which is on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course for the Big Machine Spiked Coolers Grand Prix. And the last bit of news, Bob Jenkins passed away on August 9th from cancer. For more than 20 years, Bob Jenkins has been the voice of radio and a color commentator and personality on TV, covering all forms of motorsports, especially for the IndyCar Series. Rest in peace, Bob Jenkins. Thank you for watching this IndyCar recap of the Music City Grand Prix. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the Spellgo YouTube channel if you haven't, to check out more of my IndyCar recaps, as well as all my other variety of videos. And as always, thank you for watching.